This is a huge topic and it will only become a bigger topic going forward. First off, read this disclaimer carefully. We are going to look at the Alzheimer's portfolio. Here you can see the average performance of the 52-week lows, massively outperforming here the S&P 500. Huge moves. Here you can see the stocks. Here there are 10 stocks. Some of these companies are specialized, some are more generalist, and then you have those who are looking at both Alzheimer's and also Parkinson's. Okay, so these are huge moves. The biggest performing here is certainly Cassava Sciences, almost 1000% here from the 52-week lows. Huge. In this video, we will look at Biogen. Okay, so let's first look at let's look at the company. Okay, so Biogen is a huge company in the healthcare space. Here's their website. Kind of a wonky website, to be frank. Everything is like smushed together here, probably because this is probably like a website that's very mobile friendly, but it is so mobile friendly that it is desktop problematic. Okay, so here you can see the pipeline. They have this Alzheimer's disease, which has reached the filed phase. Then they have this one. Phase 3. They are also working here on Parkinson's, as you can see, Alzheimer's. So they have a broad portfolio here of medications that are focused on the neurological system. Alzheimer's, it's a huge public health issue, huge. Which means that there will be a lot of money flowing into this space, that is, of course, bullish for companies that are working on solutions to this public health issue. Here you can see the seasonality here for Biogen. BIIB is the ticker. So this is the percentage of months in which BIIB closed higher than it opened between 2001 and 2020. You can see here that November especially is one of the stronger months for Biogen, closing higher 68% of the time. Let's look at it against the IBB, which is the biotech, one of the biotech ETFs. So here you can see that it usually has a clear outperformance here in October and November, so that's interesting. Let's look at the charts. So this is the big picture for Biogen, weekly data points, and we go way back here to 1991. Within this time frame, we are talking about, approaching a 9,000% gain. Obviously, that's pretty darn bullish. What we have seen with Biogen is that every now and then it is stuck in this massive consolidation pattern. So here it goes sideways for years. And then it has a breakout, and the breakout, if you measure the actual breakout around here to this high, 527%, huge. But after that massive breakout, we are now stuck back into the massive consolidation pattern. What is interesting to see is that during this massive consolidation, we did have a clear floor. So that's interesting. Seems to be a floor around here. Meaning that as far as a long-term entry opportunity, this is interesting, based on the history here. It can of course be a bit annoying to be in a stock that is moving sideways, but it really depends on your philosophy, I guess, how you like to trade. There are many option trades that can be quite beneficial during these consolidation patterns, and of course it is very difficult to know how long we will go sideways. If you look at this pattern here, this was a whopping 3,717 days. So yeah, it can go sideways very long. Of course it doesn't mean that this consolidation pattern will be as long, of course. If you can see here, you can see that the correlation with the S&P 500 is actually minus 21%. If you look at the daily data points, because it's been going sideways here, the moving averages are thrown around a bit. You can see that the accumulation distribution line, it has been going down. But that is something that we do usually see with these consolidation patterns, is because there's buyer fatigue. There's a lot of buyers that step in and then nothing really happens and they're like, I just want to leave and find something else. But of course, to the more patient investors, they like to build positions during these times. So minus 28%, 29% negative correlation here with the S&P 500. So it is interesting to find something that is not, you know, strongly correlated with the S&P 500. And here we are in the lower range of the pattern as well. Interesting. If you look here at Finviz, there are options available. It is shortable. You can see the performance here. Looking at the analyst price target, so the stock is currently trading for $273. The analyst price target is actually $305, 12% above the current level. If you go to Saks.com, they have a number 3 hold on Biogen, but an A value score, A growth score, F momentum. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. The stock is not currently paying a dividend. There's a market cap there of 43 billion US dollars. And this is definitely a very, very interesting candidate for sure. You do, of course, have the issue here with the massive consolidation pattern. It would be nice if it paid a dividend, because then you are, you know, rewarded for waiting, you know, with that dividend. But as I said, this is a very liquid stock, very liquid indeed. So there's all kinds of option strategies that can give you an income while you're waiting. So if, as an example, you have 100 shares of Biogen long, then there's all kinds of option trades that you can do in which you know, get some income. You get something that you get your own kind of dividend, I guess you could say. Okay, so the thing about Alzheimer's is that it's something that affects a lot of people. So this here is data, you know, from the Alzheimer's Association. So some quick facts. So more than 5 million Americans are living with Alzheimer's, and by 2050, this number is projected to rise to nearly 14 million. This is, of course, very bullish for companies working on solutions to this issue. Alzheimer's disease is the 6th leading cause of death in the United States. 1 in 3 seniors die with Alzheimer's or another dementia. It kills more than breast cancer and prostate cancer combined. In 2020, Alzheimer's and other dementia will cost the nation $305 billion. By 2050, the costs could rise as high as $1.1 trillion. Of course, this also, you know, it makes it extremely important to find some treatments, effective treatments. More than 16 million Americans provide unpaid care for people with Alzheimer's or other dementia. These caregivers provided an estimated 18.6 billion hours of care, valued at nearly 244 billion. 82% of primary care physicians say they are on the front lines of providing dementia care. 50% of primary care physicians believe that the medical profession is not ready for the growing number of people with Alzheimer's or other dementias. And between 2000 and 2018, deaths from heart disease have decreased 7.8%, while deaths from Alzheimer's have increased 146%. In other words, this is a huge, huge topic. It will become an even bigger topic going forward, which means investing in stocks that give you exposure to this theme, it's a pretty good idea. And Biogen looks very interesting at these levels, from a technical perspective and from a fundamentals perspective, and most importantly, the narrative. Whatever you do, of course, don't fight the trend, and may the trend be with you.